Morning, everybody. Jim Hoffman here, pastor at St. John's United Methodist Church. It is time for our daily devotion, and so I am on our Facebook page for the church, and I am your host today for our devotional time. Looking forward to you just coming and being a part of it. If you would please feel free to give a quick comment, a shout out that you are here. Would love knowing that you are with us today. And then here in a couple minutes, we'll get started with our devotion time. I'm going to find my Bible app. We're going to be reading out of 1 Kings today. So I have to look that up real quick. 1 Kings chapter 17 is what we'll be reading. Good morning, Linda. I think I just saw you a little bit ago. Are you home already? Hi, Barbara. Good morning to you. Hi, Jack. Hi, Pat. Good morning to both of you. Good morning, Mr. Dunbar. Glad you're here today. Hi, Susan. Good morning to you. Hi, Shirley. Good morning to you. Again, we're going to be reading out of 1 Kings chapter 17, verses 1 to 6. And as we do, we're going to begin with our prayer of illumination. So let's begin with that. O God, by your spoken word, you created everything that is. By your incarnate word, you redeemed us. By your comforting word, you are with us still. Prepare us now to hear your word to us this day. Amen. All right. And we are reading from 1 Kings 17, verses 1 to 6. Now Elijah the Tishbite of Tishbe in Gilead said to Ahab, As the Lord, the God of Israel lives, before whom I stand, there shall be neither dew nor rain these years, except by my word. The word of the Lord came to him, saying, Go here and turn eastward, and hide yourself by the Wadi Cherith, which is east of the Jordan. You shall drink from the wadi, and I will command the ravens to feed you there. So he went and did according to the word of the Lord. He went and lived by the Wadi Cherith, which is east of the Jordan. The ravens brought him bread and meat in the morning, and bread and meat in the evening, and he drank from the wadi. Excuse me. All right, our devotion writer is Francis Huezo from California. And his focus verse is verse 4. You will drink from the brook, and I have directed the ravens to supply you with food there. And here is Francis's devotion for today that he offers for us. In today's reading, after Elijah commanded a drought, God made all the arrangements for Elijah to survive. It is amazing to me how God takes care of God's people. I imagine that Elijah was surprised to hear that God had chosen ravens as his benefactors. But I am sure he was grateful for their daily delivery of meat and bread. Unexpected benefactors have also blessed me. Once a woman sent me a check for the exact amount of money I desperately needed to fix my car. She had no clue I needed it, and I had never done much to bless her. Nevertheless, she acted on her faith and was obedient to God's call to offer help. Many people around the world are dealing with the loss of loved ones, their own health, financial security, or even just peace of mind. I know God can and will perform miracles. Though many of us have felt and may still feel like Elijah, perhaps it is our turn to be the ravens. God may call us to buy food, make car payments, clean homes, teach children, pray, and cry for friends and strangers. We show our faithfulness when we listen and obey God's call for us to be benefactors. So the thought for the day is, how will I answer God's call to provide for others today? I don't know about any of you, if you've ever had one of those moments in life where things were on the narrow margin of almost broke, and all of a sudden a gift came in the mail to you in the form of some money that helped you see yourself through a time of a struggle. I've had that happen on occasion in my life. Someone has done that, and it's not exactly as if they knew that things were just rough in life or struggling or something like that. They were just thinking of us in the moment and took the opportunity to send a little something to kind of help us out. Maybe you've done that for others as well. Margaret and I have had occasion to do that. Typically, though, it's been for family members for us. It has not been for someone beyond our family necessarily. But you think about the call for us to be benefactors to other people. I mean, if we're to be people who are salt and light in this world, if we are people who are to influence the world around us, and if we are people who are supposed to share light, which light represents hope and goodness, then we have to be able to act beyond maybe just some of the boundaries that we've set for ourselves, or the borders. We have to be able to act beyond, let's say, even just what it means for us to cross the boundaries of our property lines with our neighbors. We've got to be able to be more forward and be able to approach other people and to be open and willing to hear God's voice speak in those moments. I think part of it is that we have to be able to focus on things beyond our own myopic view of our world, that we can become so focused and so centered on what's going on in our own lives that we basically tune out all the rest of the world around us. And when we do that, we might tune out the voice of God that's speaking to us and reminding of us of the need to help those around us. And so, how do we, number one, break out of some of that mold of being so self-focused and self-centered on our own needs and our own issues and concerns? And how do we open ourselves up to be able to listen to what's going on in the world around us and to be able to respond? Because that's what it means for us to bring salt and light to the world. We've got to be open, and we've got to be able to hear, we've got to be able to listen and see what's going on in the world around us. So think about where you're at today. What's captivated your attention in the moment? What has you just basically in its grasp right now? And is it suppressing the voice of the world around you and the call of the needy and the poor? Or have you found yourself at this time in your life at a point where you can hear and you can sense what's going on in the world around us, and you hear the voice of God speaking to you? If you are, continue to be a benefactor. If you're the previous, maybe we need to take time to pause and ask God to clear some of the clutter from our lives and to be able to give us the ability to listen to the world around us and for us to listen to God. Because we need to be people who influence the world with hope. And the only way we can do that is if we're able to listen and hear the call of those desperately seeking it. Let's take a moment to pause and pray. God of all the world, make us channels of your blessings. Help us to seize every opportunity to show your love to the people who are around us. Help us to be the ravens who provide for your servants. Amen. Thank you, friends, for being here today. Kyle, I'm glad that you were able to make it. And Marcella, same for you. Don't forget, we'll have our time of devotion tomorrow, so come and join us at this time as well. Otherwise, God's peace and grace be upon you, and I'll look forward to being with you tomorrow. Thanks, friends.